I think this was supposed to happen. You know how things will happen back to back to back to back? It can be something good or bad, but it'll happen boom, 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 boom. It'll come in 3s and 4s. Day before yesterday, about 5 in the morning, I'm already out the house getting ready to get my day started. I got my phone, I hit subscriptions, and I look and I say, what is Clown doing in my subscriptions? I'm asking myself that because Clown is somebody who I unsubscribed from maybe a year and a half ago, and I hadn't been to Clown's channel since. Then I see why. I looked closer at the username, and it's Clown's other channel, his backup channel. I forgot he even had that channel, and he hadn't even uploaded nothing on that channel in years. But anyway, I said, let me unsubscribe from this one too. But before I go, let me have a listen, and I struck gold. Gold. This was a Clown classic, and I was quickly reminded of one of the reasons why I unsubscribed from Clown in the first place. And because of that video Clown put on his backup channel, I got curious. So I even went to his main channel to see what happened. I wanted to see what happened that made Clown so mad like that. Right, I didn't find it, but I did spend about an hour and a half clicking on random stuff Clown been doing on his main channel, and I didn't find nothing. I didn't find nothing new. It was the same Clown. Right? No, I'm not going to say Clown's name. I shouldn't even be talking about him, matter of fact. I ain't talked about him in a year and a half, but I just couldn't resist. I had to say something about this. Right? And even though I'm speaking indirectly and I'm still contemplating on if I should address what I heard on that backup channel, I'm going to just call him Clown. And all I'm going to do now, because this is what immediately popped up in my mind while I was listening to Clown's video, all I'll do now is bring up the saying that goes, he who seeks revenge digs 2 graves. More commonly put, when you dig a grave for someone else, make sure to know that you dig 2. One for that person and the other one for yourself. Right? Because some people foolishly think that YouTube's community guidelines are determined by themselves, when it's not. It's not up to you to determine if you're within the guidelines or not. It says community guidelines, not Mad Head Doctor's guidelines, or whatever your channel name is. It does not say your name guidelines. It says community guidelines. Okay? You and me don't control how the community might react to what we do. But some people on here, they love to tell themselves that it's all these other people that are violating community guidelines, and therefore they need to be deplatformed. And they agree with censoring people because they don't understand that it says community guidelines. I saw Clown's video in my subscription feed right after I finished watching a video about how a judge restricted the Biden administration's ability to censor people. And if Clown hears this, he'll respond, and he'll claim that he hasn't been talking about me. He'll pretend that over this past year and a half, he hasn't shared my videos, knowing I'll be notified. He'll pretend that he hasn't been tagging me, knowing that I'll be notified. He'll pretend that he hasn't been commenting on my videos, only to get deleted. That's what I do. I delete him. I don't type a word back to him in response, or my response is delete. And when I looked through his videos, I heard my name twice, and I seriously doubt that I just so happened to come across the only 2 times he's mentioned me in this past year and a half. So Clown has likely been talking about me this whole time. Right, he'll pretend that he hasn't been doing any of the things I mentioned, and that's part of the reasons that makes him Clown. But that was supposed to happen. Right after I finished watching the video that Snyder the Handyman had on his community tab. I'm gonna put Snyder the Handyman on the board on the video so you can see who I'm talking about. Right after watching that video, see, this was supposed to happen. Right, and by the way, this video is like one of those police reports. You know how we see people going back and forth on here, right? Threatening each other back and forth maybe. And then we've heard one of them say, yeah, I went down there and filed a police report with the police just in case I got to kill that person if they show up to my house. Right, I want it on record. And that's what this commentary is. I just want it on record because I still haven't decided on if I'm going to kill Clown yet, right? And by kill, I mean in the virtual sense, you know, video responses and things like that, right? But right after I finished watching that report on the Biden administration, like back to back to back, this was supposed to happen. So that's all, folks. And if I decide to get on here and kill Clown, I'll show y'all exactly who Clown is and let you hear Clown being a clown. But for now, his name is Clown.